But hello there, if you're here to learn how to make Avgolemono. I was told how to make this, I don't know how to say it, wait. Give me a sec.
6.5 hours later.
Avgolemono, I think. I'll put a thing with the proper pronunciation if I can find it here.
She did not, in fact, find it.
So for this recipe, it's pretty simple. It's actually one of the most simple recipes I've got. It is 2 lemons. That will be about 1/4 a cup of lemon juice. Hopefully, if not, I have these weird looking ones someone gave me from their garden. You need 1.5 cups of cooked rice. We will cook this after. It'll probably be a little less than what I have there. You need 4 cups of stock. Most of the time we suggest low sodium stock. It's fine. I'm not going to promote this brand. It's whatever. Add less salt. You need 2 eggs, a chicken breast that you'll cook and shred, a small onion that you'll dice, salt and pepper, and olive oil. But nearly everyone has olive oil, you assume, in the cupboard. You can use alternatives, but I don't just suggest seed oils. So I've already pre-cooked the rice. If you want to know how to cook rice, I'll share a short down below from another video that I've done previously. I've chucked on the stock on to boil because you'll need that for a bit later. I haven't bothered washing the pot. This is the pot I did the rice in because rice will go back in there eventually. I'm preheating a pan for my chicken that we're going to cook all the way through. I've salted and peppered it, so it should be delightful. A little bit of olive oil now. And while that cooks, we've got other stuff to do. Now with the onion, you're going to have to dice it like I have now, so it's not very large. So with that, I recommend doing it with the butt end on. You slice down a little bit, all the way through, but not all the way through to the end. I find this the easiest way to cut onions. It also stops you from crying. Then we're going to slice down the middle of this bit while holding it down. And then once again, not all the way through. Voila, and then no crying. I feel like with a lot of what I say is it's to taste, but with the salt and pepper, you're gonna chuck it into the stock as much as you want. It's always to taste. So, to taste, I'll put as much as I want. And as much as I want of this. Of course, it's like up to who you're feeding as well. But you're the most important person. So a trick I have learned, I wish I could juggle these to be impressive, but I don't know how to juggle. Maybe one day. But a trick I have learned to get more juice out of these lemons is chuck it in the microwave and then roll it on your bench before you squeeze them. You'll get more, from what I've done before, more juice, and it'll be a lot easier to juice as it won't be like crushingly hard. So now the chicken's cooked, I've just put it to the side and letting it rest until it's a little cool before I pull it apart and shred it. So I've chucked the onions in the same pan. I've not cleaned the pan. It all ends up in the same pot eventually, so it doesn't really matter. I will let them go a bit translucent-ish, like just so they're soft and like creamy. While we're waiting for that, we'll start over here. Now I feel like this wouldn't be my video unless I come down here with you guys. I don't have a blender where I'm staying at the moment, and I don't have an immersion blender, so I'm stuck with this thing, no brand, I'm not going to say his name. We're going to have to put 1/4 a cup of the cooked rice into this with 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice and the 2 eggs and blend it together until it's creamy. So it's magical hands time. We have the 1/4 cup of rice, 1/4 cup of the lemon juice, I'm not going to do the one hand trick because I don't want egg accidentally in this because I'm giving it to someone else or sharing it with someone else. 1 egg, 2 eggs, and we're going to blend this until it's creamy. And I hope to God close this properly. It should have a kind of creamy consistency. This is exactly what you want. While we're waiting, we're gonna put 2 cups of, or 2 scoops I should say politely, of the stock in this. But you've gotta do it really slowly or you'll curdle the eggs. And I don't have spare lemons, so we don't want to stuff this one up. Now this is the fun and quick part. With the boiling pot, you add everything in. I prefer to put the chicken in first. And if you wanted me to teach you how to shred chicken, I'll make a short out of it, just comment below. It's pretty easy, 2 forks. So once that's in, you tuck everything else in. I'm having to move around the camera. I have overcooked the onions a little bit, but we're not perfectionists here, we're home cooks. The rest of the cooked rice. Make sure it's all not clumped together. And then, we'll get this out of the way. We're gonna add the mixture again. Just slowly, of course. You don't want to accidentally boil this because you still have the chance of curdling your eggs. And once again, it's not a pleasant texture you want in your mouth. So even slowly heating it up when you're adding this in would be better than just throwing it in and hoping for luck. Now when you slowly cook it, it will get thicker because of the rice and it'll be delicious. So we'll leave that for a little bit to simmer and thicken for 10 minutes and then we'll come back to it. Now this is one of my favorite soups, even if the lemon itself causes my hands to itch immensely. It's one of my favorite soups to eat in summer and in winter. Like, it's surprisingly versatile. Yes, it is hot, but like, it's refreshing. You can add more lemon, it's up to you. You can also allow it to get a bit thicker. Like, I like mine a little bit runny, but it's preferences, always preferences. You can add more salt, you can add more pepper, it's always preferences. If you want this recipe, it will be on my website, link down below. Thank you. So subscribe, I hate saying that, subscribe.